And I tell them there's only one reason why anybody should see this. We learn from their mistakes. We try to correct them by way of taking an informed and humane decision. So collectively, we can stop this from reoccurring in any form in the future. It is true we cannot undo the past, but certainly we can affect the future. And how positively we make it happen will be our responsibility.
Eucalyptus kela pakatata. Apruka.
Husbands and wives were captured. In times of war, a whole family could be taken. Brought in here, they were separated. Women were up here, men were down. All the time in the dungeons, they never saw each other. Most never saw each other again, and that was the end of it. Also, a child below 10, in most cases, will be put together with an adult and sold together as a person. And those above 10 will be sold as individuals. But then here, they never had a separate place where kids were kept. So boys were together with men, girls were together with a baby. And you can imagine a girl below 10 years in the phases and during and all that. Most probably died in here before the ships did the kilos. So the leaders of these freedom fighters were captured and put in there. No food, no water until death. When anyone died, they just came and picked the dead one and threw it into the sea. And the whole idea was for it to serve as a deterrent. What happened in there that was particularly sad was when somebody was dead and the next person was there alive. Until the soldiers had entered to pick the dead one, the one alive had no choice but to be with the dead body. And in instances, one alive could be there with the dead until those who died. And think of the emotional torture he needed to endure before his death. And don't forget that at this point, you're not walking as freely as we are walking today. They have been put back in chains. and one was chained to the other, in the line of 5, 10, 15 sometimes. So you couldn't go faster than the chains will let you go. Meaning that slowly it got to the room of no return. It was brutal in the dungeons, but yet again better in the dungeons compared to the ships. Much worse.
Move it! Move it!
One guy whose account made me very sad was Richard Drake. He was an Irish American, and with his experience, he said, "On the 8th day out at sea, I went round the half deck, holding a camphor bag in the teeth, for the stench was hideous. I saw the sick and the dying chained together." He said, "I saw pregnant women giving birth to babies, whilst chained to corpses, because the drunken overseers had not gone into the water. Africans were literally jammed between decks as if in a coffin. And in a coffin in that dreadful hole, it came to nearly one half of our cargo before we reached Bahia." When they were into gold and ivory and others, the gate was from this point to this end. When this evil trade started, they narrowed the exit to what you can see for nobody to escape, one person at a time. The narrow nature of the exit should not deceive us into thinking that probably they never brought fire. They brought big. But walking down the distances, staying here a month or two, by the time they got here, most got faint. The water at the time was touching the castle. Today it has receded, and experts are saying it is just because of the movement of the earth. So that is natural. Meaning that right after this, we had steps where they descended in chains to small boats. And the small boats carried them further into the ships. And through this and several others of this nature in Africa, explains why today Africans as we are scattered all over the world. He said that we may not all live to see the higher accomplishments of an African empire, so powerful and strong as to compel the respect of all mankind. But in our lifetime, we can work and act to make that dream a possibility within another generation.